Yo, good morning guys, welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. If you would like to understand what we do here on this channel, how we break it down into some series, stories, analogies, and subdomains of life, all these different aspects, and live streaming, the schedule, as well as the content, the copyright free music, all that jazz you can find on previous live streams. There's an introduction of many different varieties straight up for the past 3.5 years up to January 2021. So if you want a summary, just check those live streams. With that being said, skipping that ahead, what we want to do for this live stream, so I'm going to cover in the next maybe 30 seconds or so the table of contents, just roughly how we're going to break down this stream. The next 14 minutes long stream is going to break down into 3 parts, and then we're going to dive into content immediately. So the first part of the live stream, first maybe about 10 minutes or so, which is the majority of the stream, is running through a bunch of photographs and groceries and pricing, decision making, logistics, getting food, making lunch, stuff like that. And then the next maybe second last portion, maybe about 2-3 minutes, so that's about the 12-minute mark. We're gonna start talking about, we're gonna get up, we're gonna move around. So we're finished with the photographs, we're gonna start moving around the room, and then once we're done and covering all the logistical stuff, like actually moving things around in different regions inside the room, which is more active part of the stream, the last portion we'll try to cover the take-home message, as well as the task list on the left-hand side panel, which is what you see. So that being said, let's cover, and that's the abstract stuff. Particularly today, I think it has to do with relationships, and it's a big one about acceptance of some basic human needs in terms of human fulfillment that I've been neglecting for most of my life. So we'll get into that at the very end of the stream, okay? Alright, let's dive into it. So I'm just going to pull up some these screenshots right here, expand on this. So just a little foreshadowing of what's the store. This is just a burst snapshot of everything that we've got to cover, and there's quite a bit of it. You can see there's a whole bunch of different groceries from No Frills and Walmart, and so why don't we get started? Okay, 1 away, 2 away, and alright, straight down to the very bottom. Okay, we started off in No Frills. We decided to purchase some things on sale, or go recon and scout out some items. Something I noticed were these holiday Christmas crack cookies for $1 each, and so Charlotte's brand sugar cookies only for $1, obviously because Christmas. We have then these pies, and I'm going to try to keep things so brief to the fact that I'm going to have like about 90 photographs, 100 photographs, so I'm just going to breeze past everything if you don't mind here. So we have the pies here that I want to showcase, pumpkin pie, but also the lemon pie, and this is the pies here I want to showcase in terms of the lemon and the blueberry for $1 each, are because this used to be from Price Choppers, or supermarket that I used to do when I volunteered for seniors until the COVID-19 pandemic came. And I have to say the Price Choppers has been closed down, and I'm going to miss the cashier. I haven't seen her, SH, I won't see her I may never see her again, so that's that. But at least I found a different place for the pies, and that's just something that came up. Now we have also, of course, like I said earlier, the cookies, just, $1 for a whole box of maybe 200 grams on sale. We were also recon scouting this coconut bread. You can see it's only for $2, and I wanted to get the grams. I will say that, for 225 grams, a good deal, but the fact is, it is very unhealthy. I can see the fact that it's about 50 grams of saturated fat. And not 50 grams, 55% of your daily saturated fat. You can see Nutritional Facts here. It's quite insane. It'll be definitely a one-off purchase if I ever buy it. Same thing with these here. I can tell these are Asian cookies for about $1.47. Pineapple tarts, they call it. Are they really made of pineapples? I'm not exactly sure. I doubt it. Well, actually, I see that in the ingredients, so that's interesting. And so I really want to try this. Norman Su Bakery, it says. But again, this is some traditional kind of Chinese cookies here, and that were on very low price items. So another thing so this is when I started making items that I really purchased, aside from the cookies. I never actually bought the pineapple tarts, and so, or I did buy the pies. And so here's some healthier stuff though. So we have this kind of prebiotic bread from Dimfmeyer, German brand, but also from Rudolph. So this is multigrain bread, and we have the nutritional facts up here showing up real quick here on the very back. I'm comparing among the fiber, and they have roughly about the same amounts. We also at the same time realized that I wanted to cover, I guess, the nutritional facts for the cookies, and so I flipped it around, and you can see that's actually quite high on sodium, and I wasn't aware of that. Needless to say, cookies are right, so you can expect that they weren't that healthy anyways. Moving on, here are some Almond Breeze coconut almond milk. Now this is something that I always wanted to get from Loblaws I used to get from Loblaws, sorry, for quite some time, and I had to stop recently because for at least half a year, because I haven't found the time to go there. It's quite far away, and now I realize that they've started to have it at the No Frills that's closer, so I'm going to go purchase it there instead, even cheaper than $3 each. And now we have also some black pepper cracked wheat thins, a very favorite of mine. Okay, and I'm screening these out here, especially these crackers here from Cheez-It, different types, the scorching cheddar, Italian four cheese blend, jalapeno kind of chili or whatever, because these are things I usually buy from Walmart, but again I realize for the same price of $2 per box, can also get from No Frills. Again, you can see on the shelving here, this is the Ritz Bits cheese crackers. I ate half this carton, but the main reason why I purchased this cheese crackers is actually because it's a depth food item, so class 2 item, class 4 I'm supposed to give that to my guardians because I finished that myself when I shouldn't have, and that plays into domestic issues and my personal insecurities, and that's my responsibility, so I have to return that item. Now we are moving on to these $2 chocolates here. I didn't buy any of these caramel crisps or Kit Kats, just scouting out, kind of like recon, some interesting things that I saw. Same thing here with also the, I believe it's cookies, Kit Kat cookies and crumble. I mean cookies and cream, so cookie crumble. Very interesting stuff that maybe I might try in the future. Not healthy at all, obviously. And it seems like there's 2 different types, cookie crumble, but 2 different, it's weird, they oh, it's just a coloring. Okay, next we have the ones that I did purchase, however, is this Ahn Rho truffle tiramisu, and that's a new flavor they're having. But definitely it's something that I split up. Again, I gave this, it's a class 4 item, therefore not just class 1 for myself. I purchased my own items with my own hard-earned money, but class 4 because I gave some to my guardian, so that's that. Alright, now almonds. Almond flavor. This one's on sale, so dark burnt almond. Now I thought it was, and I actually was wrong. So NN stands for no name brand, and I purchased the wrong bar because the actual bar that was on sale for $1 is actually sold out. So unfortunately I purchased this burnt dark almond chocolate, but it's only $2, not a big deal. Moving on, but I wouldn't have bought it if I hadn't seen that flyer thing, and the fact is it's got sugar, more sugar than I need. Alright, moving on to chips now. We're gonna have a lot of chips on flyer sale for $1 each, and they're all roughly about 200 grams, so it's a quite good deal. Unfortunately, of course, they're always, chips are always unhealthy too. So you've got a lot of sugar, sodium and high sodium content. I tried to purchase the ones with more potassium and less sodium. Again, hypertension risk. And so you can see here, we have the Ripple Cut is the best one. It has about 600 milligrams of potassium per 50 grams serving. And you can see nutritional facts right here. And 3 grams of fiber and only 110 grams sodium. That's insane. Now, most of the stuff here, the cheese snacks, obviously are more pricey. The party mix also more pricey, about $2.50 for the party mix. You can see one right here. In fact, here's the pricing tag. The cheese, the crunchy Cheetos, are about $1.77, and then the party mix for 320 grams are significantly more, so for about $2.50. But of course I didn't buy them because like I said, it was just mostly a pricing thing, cost, and also if I can spare myself my kidneys from any further damage, which I have probably damaged them already irreparably, I would like to do that. So here are some chips I didn't buy at all. I just scanned them out. So all dressed, the entire shelf aisle of all dressed, sour cream and onion. You can see cheddar bacon or something like that. Ketchup. There's also dill pickle and sour cream onion. I didn't buy any of these. Crunchy onion rings, stuff like that. And like again, all this stuff I didn't buy. Even the spicy barbecue, that's a very good favorite of mine because I noticed all these things have like 500 grams of potassium plus about 400 grams of sodium, and that's a killer. And for the fact is, I have enough. I really had enough. So I just decided to purchase the most health conscious option, which is kind of silly. When you purchase chips, you really think about health. But I did do that, and that was the Ripple chip. So just think about how ridiculous that is. But the point is, I did scan things out, and I recognized that this would absolutely destroy me in terms of inside. So I just said, fuck it all. I don't need to taste it at all. I don't need to try it out, not even once in my life. And so here we have some kettle cooked chips here, and again, more stuff here. The reason why the title is named therefore Succumb to Succubus is you can tell that a lot of this is purchases based off of I'm trying to say, I guess, impulsively binging, and I actually binge ate yesterday after staving myself from doing that for the past week. So I kind of relapsed. Now here's the receipt, actually more than a week, for about 10 days, so that's pretty good. And then I kind of just succumbed yesterday, and so succubus to pleasures and sensations like that. So, but we're on an improved recovery track still. Here's the Ensure. You just saw the receipt to no frills, the very back. I'm not going to show the front, obviously. Here's the Ensure from Walmart. So we went to Walmart now to pick up about 3 items. And the reason why we got Ensure is because largely there was no glucerna, so I couldn't get the one with fiber. Glucerna has fiber and artificial sweeteners instead, like sucralose, as opposed to sugar. And fiber is good for you, but I don't have that. So here's about 3 items here I purchased from Walmart, including the Harvest Snaps. So here's the receipt for a Walmart receipt, and that's that. And so we're wrapping up the photographs now, and you can see I'm just gonna expand them up here. Okay, so again, the project's burst snapshot photographs, lots of snack food items. You can tell that the bread, of course, was also in the Ensure itself. Those 2 items, of course, had more to do with just proper groceries and health-oriented consciousness stuff. We also had some depth food items, like I said, the Mr. Christie cheese crackers things are things I gave back to my guardians, and so there was that. And of course, we had a variety of items that we purchased just to taste test. To purchase, because we haven't bought them in at least half a year. That was the coconut milk. Again, junk food, stuff that I'm bringing to work. Some of this stuff, a lot of this stuff actually is stuff that I'm bringing to work. And some of it was gifts items even to my guardian. So yeah, and wow, there's still more. I'm probably gonna bring the pie there today as well, so it's kind of interesting. But largely, I think the bananas are the ones I'm gonna bring over. And I didn't take a photograph of the bananas, obviously, because that's just kind of a very basic item that I purchase pretty much every single week. Okay, so I think we can wrap with the project photographs. We have about 1.5 minutes left, so I'm gonna stand up now and turn on the lights. I have very little time left in this stream, and that's okay, but we can cover everything still. So real quick, let me catch my breath here. Okay, so the most urgent things we need to cover, and a task list here. I'm going to try and pull up the task list a little bit. Okay, so right here you can see all the groceries in region D1. This is the kind of lunch I made today. Just a sandwich using the container with class 4 cake. Yesterday I finished it for the previous week, class 4 item for my. So I put this inside this bag with this mini croissant, and I'll take that to work. And this is a new bag I'm using. The old one's thrown away, like I said yesterday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show right here. This is the paper bag that I have from previous week purchase of something like pizza. So I'm going to put all the paper napkins as well as this crackers inside, as well as alcohol wipes, and put this paper bag inside that bag. And I have to take out all of these grocery items and move them out, except for the bananas, which stay inside because I'm bringing that to work. So bananas and that container goes to work. And then of course these are also from grocery items, so we'll move that to the side. Final last items here we have to take. So 1, 2, 3 here. We have the scissors that I kind of from my workplace. I brought them home. I shouldn't have. The pen and the screening card. This all goes to work with me. So with that being said, the take-home message, that's everything. Take care of your health, your finances, and I won't be able to cover relationships, but it's important. We'll cover that tomorrow morning. Ciao.